All right, we're live.
We're live with this is going to be a little nightcap to the podcast, I suppose. Kind of, I don't even know. We did the podcast this afternoon, obviously knowing what had happened the night before with all the different protests and strikes, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't even know what to call it anymore. And then the Mets went full Mets on the entire baseball world. And I don't even know what to say right now, Kyle. I'm at a loss of words. We were on the text chain saying, "Hey, should we just add something to like the podcast to kind of discuss everything that has happened, tonight?" And then we just got a statement from both Mets owners where they misspelled their own general manager's name. I mean, Fred misspells it in like he spells it Brody correctly. Then he spells it Brody later on. We had the Brody Van Wagenen video leaks. Inside job. Is it a gotcha video or is it, is it by mistake? That I don't even know where to start right now. I think the easiest way to start is the Mets actually went out. They did their protest, them and the Marlins. I thought it was very well done. They go out, they take the hats off, 42 seconds. Tomorrow's Jackie Robinson Day, which I didn't realize it was tomorrow. So that was obviously a good tribute. Obviously, the rotundas at Citi Field, they go in. And we're like, all right, there's no goddamn chance they're gonna go back at 8 o'clock, 8:10 or whatever. And then here we are, and we got KFC in the mix now too.
Where how late am I? Oh, in a minute. Okay.
We're just how both Fred and Jeff spelt Brody's name incorrectly, and we weren't sure if the Mets were going to actually play or not, or come back in an hour. Yeah. I saw someone tweet no video is good if Brody has a chair involved. But you remember he threw the chair back? Yeah. He's like twisting the chair like, just sitting there. Don't tell me this, but wink, wink, the camera's on me.
I mean, moving it around like a total weirdo. I was like,
whoever uploaded that video was fired. Like,
well, okay, so I think there's a chance I was Brody.
But they put it on the website.
Right. So I think that there needed to be someone from MLB.com who posted it, who either had an axe to grind or hated Manfred or wants to watch the world burn or got a little Brody was like, here you go, here's a bonus or something. I mean, that was the first time Brody's ever looked good in my mind.
Yep.
He was the one. He's trashing the most incompetent, hated commissioner. So people are like, fuck yeah, Brody. And he's making sense as far as if you sympathize with this cause, he's making a ton of sense. So I would not put it past. I mean, somebody, this is an intentional leak, no doubt, So whether it was Brody trying to look good or someone trying to make Manfred look bad, this doesn't just happen. This is a, calculated leak, which is fascinating. I think it's super interesting.
Think about how many people have an axe to grind with them.
I mean, there's just. I actually do believe that maybe that was going to be the plan. I could see them saying something like, "Let's do something for the anthem," or "Let's walk off the field." But once it was leaked that was what Manfred wanted and suggested, no shot. There was no chance they were going to go through with it because then it just looks like we've been coached and we're just following, we're just carrying the commissioner's water. So if Rob Manfred and Jeff Wilpon agree on something, it's a terrible idea. It's not what you want. So what a weird, I mean, I think Clem, you might have tweeted this. It's just really uncanny ability to be in the middle of these things, why, how, what is going on? And now the Mets are somehow at the forefront. It's almost like when Beltran, we were in more trouble for the Astros than the Astros were. It's somehow not the Brewers and the Bucks. It's somehow the New York Mets are at the forefront of the Jacob Blake shooting. It's fucking insanity.
It's crazy too, because it's not only are they not the first baseball team that had to deal with something like this, they're the fifth baseball team, or maybe the 10th by the time the game was actually when the video leaked. They're the fifth fucking sports league to deal with it. The NBA is wiping playoff games out. The NHL is wiping playoff games out. The Mets, it's like, all right, let's just move this one game in this sport where we have the rest of the season. We could do double headers. We could make something work. And only we would completely bungle this to the point where Brody's on the camera, right? The Mets do their thing. Then we have Rob Manfred saying he had nothing to do with it. Jeff Wilpon, who I think it's Jeff Wilpon falling on his sword as a family member whose family was propped up by Manfred and the commissioner's office. Let's get the tinfoil hat on. There we go. And then they fucking apologize where Fred spells his name Brody right in the first sentence, but then wrong later on in the note. Jeff just spells it wrong because he's fucking Jeff. And it's like, we've officially gone full fucking Mets. And it's like, it just required the bare minimum amount of grace and fucking just using kids' gloves, and they just completely botch it. They are fucking Lenny with his mice. They are fucking Tommy Boy with his little pet, his little piece of bread, and they go, oh, and they just fucking destroy it every fucking time, no matter what. And you know what I did? I tweeted out the fucking Photoshop. We apologize for the inappropriate action of this employee. We do not condone this type of behavior. We are dealing with this matter internally. Or even better, I just saw it right here, the CFW7. We apologize for the inappropriate, and there's the drive into deep left by Castellanos. Like, that's us. We're a bunch of fucking clowns. I hate this franchise. I hate this franchise.
There's 7 teams that postponed the games. There were 7 games postponed, and they all did it seamlessly. Like, it's like we just can't do it.
We didn't do anything wrong. We're not like, it's not like it's just us, and it's not like we fucked up, but somehow we're embroiled in controversy where it's like, like, what did we do wrong? What is the Mets? Brody was correct. Jeff is like the afterthought. This is a Rob Manfred problem, but somehow this feels like LOL Mets.
I actually feel like they executed it better because they took the field so that there'd be more eyes on the game.
Yes.
And then went off the field. So I was like, at least they had some sort of plan. But Rojas in the post-game interview was like, yeah, I knew that they were doing this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, that I could also see being like, if you're plugged in with the guys, you know what's up. If you are listening to Jeff, Brody, the commissioner, the execs, like, you're not in touch with what's happening here. The scheduling is just it's a catastrophe between Corona and now this and the double headers. I mean, don't the Mets have to play like 36 games in 34 days now or some shit? It's like an insane stretch with no off days and multiple days with multiple games. And it's only, I mean, again, we kind of talked about this on the episode that's out now. When does it stop? Like, are they gonna play tomorrow, or what if they protest the doubleheader? Now we're doing quadruple headers. Like, what happens now? So where did it
3
stop?
inning games?
And it's nuts.
David Lennon, someone said, the tweet said it all. I just looked it up. He goes, all the Mets had to do today was not play a game. And somehow it mushrooms into this. Like, that is LOL. How do we have, like, during a very serious topic in the middle of a pandemic where everyone has been said the season is fraudulent, let's just not fuck anything up more than it has. How are we adding new fucking pieces to the next bracket? We have added like 7 new pieces. We had Yoenis Cespedes fake die. That's not even like the top 5 when this fucking Corona season's over. Yoenis Cespedes fake dying isn't even the craziest shit that went down during all this. I don't even know what to make sense. This hurts the Cohen deal too. In my mind, Cohen's not buying the team because you cannot be this fucking dysfunctional of a franchise and have everything just get better on Monday when the bids are submitted.
You're scaring me, Clem.
I'm speaking the truth.
I don't think that this. No, Clem, no. I think that Cohen has to know just how bad these guys are. There's no way that anything is surprising him any further. No,
it has nothing to do with Steve Cohen. This is in the stars. This is in the ether.
Okay, all right.
This is.
The universe going against us. Yeah.
I said poison tree. You're saying like it's just there's nothing that's going to come out of it.
Yeah, I'm just saying like I could tell you if Steve Cohen was going to get the bid or not based on what happened this weekend against the Yankees. I now am saying, like, completely bungling something that everyone else has shown you the exact blueprint of just, like, do it the right way and shut the fuck up. And the Mets can't even do that correctly. I am now saying, now there's also a chance this is, like, rock bottom or whatever we do in, like, 4 more days is rock bottom. But, like, I do feel like this is kind of the bad juju here.
I'm thinking that this weekend we should all go do terrible things so that, like, the universe owes us one. You know what I mean? Like, I might just go to, like, the COVID capital of the world or something, start, like, licking subway poles and just be like, I'm going to get a terrible disease so that, like, maybe the universe owes me one. Maybe something will kind of balance out and be like, well, we got to give him Cohen. Like, I might just chop my hand off right now. On the stream, I just, like, and I just chop my hand off, and it's like, come on, God, you got to hook me up. Like, do me a solid here, because I mean, I just blinked and I look up and it's the 27th of August. And I'm like, holy shit, deadline's here. This is it. And I haven't, like, prepared myself mentally, and I don't know if the universe is prepared to do what they've got to do to make this happen.
The day of the Zion lottery, there was a purse laying in the parking lot, and I went in and returned it to customer service, and they fucking fell in the draft. So I personally think doing bad things is better than doing good things. So just do bad things. Do bad things. Everything should be negative. But actually, no. I think that might be against the law. I don't think we're allowed to broadcast telling people to do bad things. So I take that back. But 2020 is so fucked. Making 2 negatives, make a positive. I don't know anymore. I just want the Mets to stop doing dumb Mets shit. This was just such a layup. Just don't do anything stupid.
We didn't do anything wrong.
No, we spelled it wrong after the fact.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, this is one of those times where, like, everyone's like, ha ha ha, Mets, LOL Mets, and I'm like, no, this is LOL Manfred. This is not like we did the right thing. We're trying to, as a team, we're trying to stand up for what's right. And like, no, it's not LOL Mets, but it is LOL Mets because that's the reality. And, you know, this is the way. They have spoken. The world has spoken, and it's the Mets' fault. And I just, you know, that clip from Brody was so interesting when he's like, Manfred just doesn't get it. Like, he lacks the leadership. And I'm like, A, you're right. B, we say the same shit about you. And we say the same shit about your boss. And the fact that he brought up Jeff, you know, I could just see Jeff being like, yeah, Jacob Blake, yeah, we know. Like, we got to get these TV deals. We got to run the ads. We got to maybe make the playoffs. Like, just so short-sighted. Everybody involved in that short-sighted. And like,
why are we here right now? Why
are we doing a podcast? Why is this a Mets story? Why are we not talking about the Brewers? You know, and because you know what it is? Because Christian Yelich got up there and he just delivered a fucking wonderful, thoughtful, off-the-cuff, articulate speech, if you will, about Jacob Blake and, like, how he's just a white guy who's trying to learn. And so it's like, handled it perfectly, mission accomplished. Whereas we're doing leaked videos and our idiot GM and our team doesn't know what's up. And I mean, it's just the good news is I got my topic for 1 Minute Man tomorrow. So
this does kind of like speak of, like, it's the organization, not the players involved in terms of, like, the curse. If we can get ownership to then get the right people in place, because, like, on the field, that was a good tribute. It was a moving tribute. 42 seconds for Jackie Robinson, like I said to Kyle. The home plate where they had the shirt on, all very well done. And it made you feel something. And the game should have been canceled. And then even Gary Keith and Gelbs. Ron wasn't there tonight. But, like, they even did a good job. You heard them talking about Dom and everything we had kind of said earlier in this podcast. And then it's like the fucking 5-year-old it's like when you're the kids, you leave something on the table, you come back, and the kids have just gotten their little grubby hands all over it. And that's what it's like dealing with the goddamn Wilpons, Rob Manfred. God damn it. I just hate this. I hate this. I just hate that they could fuck up something so just don't do anything stupid for once in your life. God.
But Clem, again, what could the Mets have done different?
That's true. You're right.
We're not in the wrong here. We're it's Beltron. It's like this. Hey, this had nothing to do with us. It does now because we're tied to it, but we have not done anything wrong. We are just now at the what's going to happen is we're about to do something wrong, and like you said, Kyle, we already kind of have in the way that we handle it. But tomorrow we're going to have to do some press conferences and some statements, and we'll botch those, no doubt. So and then when we finally do play, we'll get our dicks kicked in, and it will be Consolina.
The Yankees played yesterday. They were off today. Tomorrow's their first game back since all of this has been going down. So, there's nothing you could do if then they come out.
They're going to protest. Yeah,
one of the games, and it's like, okay, well, then what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that. So we will. Are they like the home team tomorrow? What's going on? I don't even know.
The 4:00 start, and then they think that they're flip-flopping who's home and who's away.
Yeah, so I mean they'll boycott. They're gonna have to. I think everybody will want to boycott or whatever you want to call it, protest, forfeit once, especially like Aaron Judge is gonna want to, any person of color is gonna want to, and so there's another one. There's another postponement, and I just hope we handle it better this time.
That's why I get so mad. Like when the Mets do stupid Met shit, it's like it's baseball. It's like this is important stuff that they're fucking up now. Yeah. It's like you guys are no longer in the toy section fucking shit up. You're fucking shit up in like the I don't even know what part of the store. I don't know. My brain's fried. I'm just so mad. I'm so sad. I'm so tired.
Gotta believe.
Yeah. Gotta believe and see.
But here's the thing. Consider this a good thing because, we're at the 11th hour. It is now a couple hours away from the 28th, and we are going on the 31st. So, let's pack in all the negativity and all the LOL Mets as we can because, to balance out this scale here, we've got about $2.5 billion that's about to drop on the other side of the scale. So let's balance this shit out. Get all your jokes in now. Get all your fuck-ups in now. Because the season is fraudulent anyway, and Uncle Stevie is coming.
Stevie's coming. The season is fraudulent anyway. And if we have to ship a prospect or two at the trade deadline, because the Brody was quoted as saying he will.
That's true. Did you read this? Apparently,
it's bullshit.
Well, I don't know how or what, but I got 2 tweets and a DM of people saying that he never actually said that. I don't know how. Proving it that he did and that he didn't, but it sounds like that was just like a made-up quote from wherever that tweet initially came from. Let's hope, unless, of course, like you said, if it takes a bad deadline deal for the sports gods to even things out, then I'll absolutely take it. But as of right now, it's like, hold on to your butts, folks. Tired.
I'm so tired. I can't do emergency podcasts anymore. Like this is an emergency podcast on a real podcast, and we're fucking a fraudulent season. Games don't matter. We're not even playing games. We're doing emergency podcasts after games of podcasts. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know, man. This might be rock bottom for me. I'm like really mad right now. Wow. I'm very angry right now at the people. You don't even spell your GM's. Come on, just spell your GM's name right. He's a fuck. God, why do we have a GM named Brody? That's the other question. Like we just you have a guy named Brody.
I was never on board with any of it. He's too much of a slick talking, snake oil salesman. But this time again,
he's probably got in for Rob's job.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see somebody saying he leaked this in order to, he's throwing his hat in the ring to be commissioner. I mean, Rob Manfred has got to walk away, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if it's. I'm sure you're paid well, but I don't know if it's like Goodell type money where you get like $40 million a year. And so if he's looking for the money, fine, I get it. But as far as like if he's looking to cement himself as like have a legacy of like a good commissioner, that ship has sailed. Once you botch the Astros, there's no fixing anything. So, what would you say you do here, Rob? What is next for you? It's not even like you can stake your claim and be like, I'm going to be the commissioner that introduced XYZ to baseball, because We already did the universal DH. We changed the relief pitching. We changed the second base thing. There's nothing left to do, good or bad. All of the rules have been implemented. All of the good and the bad has occurred with Corona and the pandemic. It's just like, Rob, just go, man. Just fucking go. Everyone hates you. You stink at this. Just be gone. And maybe that's what Brody's thinking. And maybe Brody would be a good commissioner, or at least he looks the part of the commissioner. I don't know about GM. We know he's not a good GM, but maybe if he's wearing those suits and he's got his hair slicked back and he's got those white teeth and he's just doing his spiel, maybe that plays as commission. Does not play as the front office of a New York baseball franchise. I can tell you that much.
Rob Manfred, as someone who works for a company that is in the Roger Goodell hating business,
yeah,
he's really making it tough on us because Roger Goodell is no longer the worst commissioner in all sports. I mean, it's Rob Manfred. I mean, the Astros, the way he handled the Astros, the way he handled the negotiations, where just looking at baseball just wasn't going to play. And now if he actually did say this stuff, which I have no idea if he did or not, those are like 3 strikes, you're out. Those are fucking 3 right down the pipe, 95 miles per hour at the fucking belt, man. Oh.
Speaking of, shout out to Marty Mush. I believe he just got gassed tonight as a New Jersey Jackal. So good morning, good afternoon, good night for the Mush Man and for Brody and for the Mets and for Mets fans everywhere. And hey, by the way, Dom Smith, unblock me, bro. The fuck?
Yeah, that was tough. I had no idea. What a shock.
Twitter today. I wanted to retweet him and tweet out his video and stuff. And I see I've been blocked by Dom Smith. What the fuck? I mean, I know I've been known to talk a little bit shit. I've been known to chirp here or there, but I don't think I've ever said anything like overwhelmingly bad about Dom Smith. There's probably been times I've criticized everybody at this point, but I don't think I've ever been block worthy from Dom Smith. I'm sad.
I'm trying to think of this podcast was pretty neutral. I mean, I think his rookie year we were loving him, but I mean a block for not loving a guy for and once he's played, he was awesome. And you and Pete got into the dust up. Maybe he blocked you for Pete when you and Pete were fighting about the tarp and everything.
If that was a sign of solidarity, go ahead and hate me. That means
I'll fucking block you too if you don't watch out.
I just can't wait. I want the whole world to block me. Everybody block me. I'll block everybody, and I'll just be done with this fucking world. How many people do you have muted?
A lot. We did say on CCK. I have 1,138. Trent is pushing 7,000. He had 7,000.
He had 6,890 or something. Feidelberg is the king of it. I think Fights has 10,000 probably. But
I get itchy with it sometimes, and it goes in peaks and valleys. They're
very liberal with the mute button. The block button, I don't do the blocks, and I don't have anybody blocked. But the mute.
I used to block before the mute was a thing, so I have 50 people blocked from that. I have 495 muted. And yeah,
you gotta get your mute on, dog. But you know what? You live in a different world. You're nice, and people like you. So do you get a lot of hate from them?
No, it's not a lot of hate, but you get mean shit, just mean shit at you. I don't get hate, but I get mean shit. So it's all right.
But when you log on to Twitter, would you say that your experience is good?
In my mentions, yes. Not unlike everyone's timeline sucks right now, right? It's 2020. But it's.
You know what I want to do one day is
pretty good.
I've always thought that me and Feidelberg would be perfect for one of those Freaky Friday change up sort of movies where we switch. But I'd love to switch with Clem for a day and just be this is great. Everybody just let's hug each other and be nice to each other on Twitter. And then you come walk a mile in my shoes and you'll come back home like the fucking Joker. They'll be like, oh, there he is, Sienna. You'll be a fucking lunatic after you look my shoes.
You'd be looking at corn dogs all day or the hot dog eating. You just get every single tweet.
If I'm just all day long push.
It's awesome. Compliments and cocktail weenies is all I get tweeted at me. Whenever I get you tag me
album like Post Malone, beer bongs and Bentleys, compliments and weenies. Whatever you just said there, that's amazing.
whenever you tag me in a tweet, I get like the appetizer of the Kevin Clancy experience. Like I'll be like, "Fuck you, you're just gonna be a fucking negative pussy anyway." I'm like, "Wait, what did I say?" And then I scroll back, "Oh, it's Kevin Sweet. They're replying to, not to me." I'm like, "What did I say to somebody to offend him so much?"
All right. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
See what tomorrow brings. At this point, that's all you can say with this world. Not even this team, not even the sport. This world. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Gotta believe. Gotta believe in the world. Gotta believe in the world, right?